For some reason, one Christmas seems to lead to another. They're like signposts down the years, and they sort of remind you of other holidays and other kind of happy times, I guess. The Christmases at our house weren't always the most elegant or opulent, but at least we sort of had each other. My mother usually worked, and my stepfather wasn't around much, but my brother and I found lots of ways to celebrate the holiday. I guess one of our favorite ways was going to the city dump. In fact, I wrote about that in a book of mine called Finding My Father. I'd like to read it to you now, if I may. One Christmas Eve, one of the bartenders got drunk and couldn't report for work the next day, so Mama worked a double shift. For us, it was wonderful. We had the whole day and evening to play at the dump. It was our idea of a real Christmas. What treasures we found that day. Floor lamp, an easy chair with half the stuffing gone, an old box of somebody's discarded toys, old clothes, more bottles than we could possibly carry to the market to redeem for the meager deposit. Sometime during the afternoon, it occurred to us as a surprise for Mama to redecorate the house with the furniture and the odd bits of bric-a-brac we'd found at the dump. Billy had a red and yellow wagon, and we must have made a dozen trips lugging all our goodies home. Of course, to make room for those treasures, we had to move all the furniture and trunks already in the house out onto the lawn. While we were doing this, someone came by and thought we were having a rummage sale. I couldn't believe it. Billy came running in to tell me he'd been offered $5 for Mama's dresser. Sell it, I said. In just over 2 hours, we were able to sell all the furniture we moved out on the lawn, plus the curtains from the windows, the pots and the pans, Mama's doilies. We even sold the oilcloth off the kitchen table for 25 cents. It'd be dark soon, so we had to complete our refurnishing before the light faded. I don't think either of us ever worked so hard. In the end, we were both so tired we fell asleep on the torn but pretty satin bedspread we replaced on Mama's bed after selling off her comforter. You can imagine her surprise when she came home from work. 2 long shifts serving drinks to Christmas drunks and merrymakers. Perhaps surprise is not the correct word. I'm not sure what is. Mama was too tired to spank us, but she screamed and cried a lot. Though at the time we couldn't understand why. She had the new floor lamp. Even if it didn't work, it could be fixed. Our latest kitchen table was larger than the old one. I nearly mashed my thumb while hammering in 2x4 to replace one of the missing legs. It now listed a bit, but the angle wasn't so bad that utensils and plates would slide off. The curtains were very different from the old ones. While there were only 3 windows in the living room, there were now more than twice that many different kinds of curtains on them. I distinctly remember Mama having said many times she'd like to get rid of the old junk in the house just for a change. Well, now she had her change. Mom did look dazed, but she came to life again when she started to sit down on the new Davenport. It collapsed completely underneath her, all 3 sides falling away. It was then I handed her the envelope containing the money we'd received from the sale of the furniture, $71.30. It had been planned as a Christmas gift all along. Billy and I had written in crayon on the outside of the envelope, "To Mama, Merry Christmas, the Katzenjammer kids." Mama didn't speak for a long time, but when she did, she just looked up and said, "Merry Christmas." And it was. You know, times like that have made my brother and I very close. And this is a song I'd like to sing for you.